Hey everyone, Social Solipsist here for a really quick preface on this video. It turns out after the fact that for some reason the recording got a little bit wonky on this video, and there are certain visual elements that just didn't get recorded. I have no idea why. I think it's like some shader or something just didn't get hooked with OBS, and so there's some things that don't look quite right, including all of the cards. So you've been warned. Sorry about that. Anyway, enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, Social Solipsist here for another episode of 52 and 52, and this week I'm going to take a look at Hand of Fate. I am afraid to go past, this is the launch screen, I'm afraid to touch anything because the game may just start, so I thought I'd hold off and just start recording. Hand of Fate I grabbed in the latest Humble Bundle or some such shit. I don't even know why I mention that anymore since it's always the same deal. But yeah, it's there. I recall when this was originally announced and then initially released, I was a little bit excited for it because it's a sort of a simplified tabletop RPG kind of thing using cards. I do recall it having some mixed reviews as it, as it got into its release. Although I don't exactly recall why. So let's take a crack at it and see what this is like. Oh no, I can't hear. And there's no subtitles. If you're not going to give me a menu, you should have subtitles on by default. I refuse none to come here. Yet I say, turn back. It's good looking. I actually don't know what engine this is in. If I had to wager a guess, I'd say probably Unreal. Okay, so now I've got another start button. Do I have a... Okay, I do have a menu. I could put my gamepad on, but fuck it. Let's knock these down a little bit. Subtitles. There they are. Wait, why does that's... Okay, not great design, guys. Because of the way this transitions, this is going to be nitpicky solipsist because I always do this. If you're going to have this sliding transition, this left bar should not change. This is really confusing because these are suddenly all new, but there's also a back. It's bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't have dynamic menus that use transitions like that one.
The game begins. One lives and one dies. Let's see what you're made of.
Okay.
Here's the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust. 12 in all must fall before you may challenge me.
Bandit leader is stronger and faster than most bandits encountered. He can become enraged, making powerful, unblockable attacks. He also inspires his followers to steal gold on each hit. And then there's some flavor text that I won't read.
Let the cards fall where they may. We begin.
So are we using the cards to do like a dungeon crawler, I guess?
Call to action, to adventure. Truly, there is nothing like it.
The voice acting's a little over the top, but I like it. It's nicely... Oh god, there's a giant spider. Fuck off right off the table. Yeah, I like it. I like the voice acting. It's got some interesting like elements of tarot going on here, but also clearly not. There also, yeah, call to action, all that jazz, literary who's he what's it's. You see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. Okay. The walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. If you're about to click away, don't. This is not how the whole game goes, I promise. Yeah, why not? Okay.
Choose from these options.
I wonder if you can actually follow those cards or if they're truly, if like the shuffle is random. Because obviously like there's the top of the deck card, and if you follow the top of the deck card, I mean you can follow that one in theory. So if it's the one you want, you know what I mean. I wish this continue button down here at the bottom is really weird, because it's in this gray, or in this, you know, this shadowed bar. I don't know why it's not integrated with the rest of the UI. It's kind of weird. Also, why it's not, well, maybe if I had my controller, or even is it? Let's see if my controller will pop in automatically, or... Yeah, okay. Let's do this, because this may be cleaner. Sword. Damage 23. Press X button to strike enemies. Okay. Would you like to equip the sword? Again, another UI or UX thing. It's a bit of both. One, having the dialogue at the bottom here with the options. You can't see me pointing at the screen, so this is totally useless. But having the question with the dialogue options at the bottom is kind of odd, but it's doubly odd when your eye is drawn to the left, like hard to the left and right, and the center element is purely cosmetic and not even interesting at that. It's not a good, like, when you talk about things like how to lay out the flow of dialogue boxes in a comic or a manga, this is exactly the kind of thing you really need to avoid, because it's hard to follow where you're supposed to look at what time.
A moment to savor.
If I wasn't so close, if I wasn't a foot away from my screen, it'd probably be less of a bother, but it irks me, so I'll mention it. Mr. Lionel.
Fan of illusion or pretense. Here, I'll make an exception.
Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, a strange old man, not orb man, takes the seat next to yours. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human. I'm not loving this font. It's pretty alright, but there's, the D's are problematic because they look a lot like B's. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation. Wait, wand? I thought he had a staff. Mr. Lionel taps his staff on the ground and a shield materializes at your feet. There you go, old bean. He smiles a warm grin that reveals all his chipped and yellowed teeth. Your face reminds me of my son. I haven't met you before, have I? Draw one equipment card. Shield. Shields with this trait allow the hero to reflect projectiles back at the attacker. This must be performed with precise timing as the projectiles draw near. I thought the combat was turn-based, not real-time, so this is going to be interesting. Press Y button to reflect projectiles. Look for the green indicator above the hero's head. Oh, counter. Weapons with this trait allow the hero to counter the foe's attacks. Look for the green attack indicator. Okay.
You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive.
Then, before you can stop him with inhuman speed, he snatches a pickled onion off your plate and sprints out the tavern door. Really? He just wanted a pickled onion? Alright.
Fuck off, spider. Get the fuck out of here.
Fair Merith, I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
It's weird that that doesn't auto-advance. One day in a shady forest you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Merith of the Forest Folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What boon would you ask of me? As you wish. Merith mutters and waves her hand. A light shines from your skin. The dealer draws you 2 max health gain cards. Okay.
A little extra health, but it is only a momentary respite.
Okay. Yeah, not a lot, but not nothing.
Head downwards, if you dare.
I mean, I don't have anywhere else to go, dude.
Your journey is well begun. This is what a
God, this DM's way into this game he's got.
cue for the game. Perhaps this will not be as boring as I thought.
Traveling Tinkerer. Tinker. Okay. In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. You know, to be perfectly honest, as this is going right now, I would not mind at all if there was no combat. If it was just a card-based, or like, if it was basically a text-based RPG, but with, you know, some pretty visuals and, you know, a bit of fun, that would not bother me at all. In fact, I have a sneaking suspicion that once we get into the actual combat, I'm going to hate it because it's going to be half-baked or unbalanced or some such thing. Approach the shop. Greetings, wise traveler. I have much to offer you. Oh, okay. Hold on. We got a thing.
You were wondering why you've been collecting all that gold. You now have your answer. We're starting to get into the meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
I guess so. It also didn't explain how we expend food, but I assume every card is spent food.
You have reached my first champion.
Okay.
And driven to madness by a war that took all from him, wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron I forged my tools. Now we see your metal.
I like this dude.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
I am slightly bothered by his hands. They're a little bit too big and they move a little bit oddly. It's kind of spooky. I didn't get the chance to equip my new equipment. I don't know how. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Did I miss? No? Alright. Okay. What does this do?
You can now counter your opponent's attacks. Hit the counter button when you see the flashing indicator. Some enemy attacks cannot be blocked or countered. Get
This.
out of the way or stop them with your own counterattack.
Okay. 1, this could be really bad. 2, it is objectively the wrong choice of combat type for a game that has been paced as a, you know, slow plotting, dungeon crawling, turn-based RPG. Why you would have full-fledged combat like this is beyond me. Oh, there is no weight to this combat either. Oh, it's like... It's like Batman, but really awful. Jesus. And their AI is garbage, obviously. Oh god. This is really not very good. And I'm just like phasing through dudes as well, which is like insult to injury. Wait, what am I supposed to do with that? Roll or something? Clearly not. Also, why would I roll towards him? I wasn't pointing that way. Okay, what the fuck? Oh, stun. That's what I'm supposed to do. Okay. I should have figured that out, but also I shouldn't have had to. That was awful.
Down into the worms. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul. One champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our road. You will face 11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories, and your resolve.
Oh.
If you fall at the first hurdle,
Okay, there's too much going on right now. There's text at the top of the screen. There's the dialogue going on with the subtitles. There are these 6 cards on the screen. There's these floating coins. I don't know what the fuck's going on, and I can't focus on any of it at one time. Stop. Slow down. If you've got to tutorialize me with something and also want me to appreciate what you're saying to me, just one at a time. For the love of God. Please.
shall we deal again?
I mean, what if I don't want to? Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice, huh? No saving either. I assume it's auto-saving, but I have no idea how this works.
Your hero is returned to his beginning items. Our decks are reset. Welcome to the cabinet, home of the members of my court.
Oh, so that was just a tutorial. Alright.
Time for you to face my undead army. Meet the Jack of Skulls.
Okay. Would you like to use a recommended equipment in a counter deck? Sure. I don't know. So am I are these what will be drawn from during the round? Like during this crawl? I mean, I sort of assume so. That would sort of be a way to, like, add some progression even if you fail. It's like adding new cards that you can swap in to have better chances of drawing good stuff for when you retry. I don't know. Also, I don't know what am I supposed to click back? I guess so. That doesn't really... It's a bad flow. Also, look in the upper left corner right there. What's going on? Who are those people? Those look like actual people, not statues. What are they doing over there?
New content awaits you. It will be awarded when you complete your run. I will add my own cards.
You know, when he said content, I got a dirty feeling. Content has become a dirty word because of like the way the games industry's PR operates. Content is what gets said. Oh, when they're talking about DLC. Oh, you're getting new content. You're getting exclusive content. You're getting premium content. Ugh. Content's a dirty word.
It lives in every game. That initial moment where things begin. I have worked on these cards all my days, and the canyon has been there from the outset.
All right, thus far I can follow that top card. Okay.
Really? Is that what you're going to do? I always thought it was best to avoid the problems of others.
You hear a shout from up ahead and the sounds of battle. Racing forwards, you discover a warrior surrounded by undead. Stranger, he calls out as he throws his weapon to you. Here, take my mace and put an end to these monstrosities. Okay.
Of iron on a stick. Not terribly subtle.
I'm already dreading going back into combat. It's just no good. Which is a shame. Because I like what else this game is. Oh, God. I'm also bad at it, but the combat is very unclear. I also can't even remember which buttons do which, and there's only 4 of them. That was a weird slow-mo thing, and it shook my controller. Good work putting them to rest. Keep the mace. We have enough back at Kadir. Kadir? He says, slowly standing. We've been hearing reports of undead in our kingdom recently, and I came to investigate. He stops to look around at all the bone fragments. More of them here than I suspected. Some new horror must have decided to settle in these parts and brought its minions. I must head back to the capital and report this to the Duke. Watch your step, friend. There is something more powerful at work than just these skeletons. This card's token is now yours.
The token is yours. Well done.
Mr. Lionel again! My favorite guy!
Card in as a quick way to get your hands on shit.
Hey man, you're the one who dealt them. So, same dialogue on that card as before, none of it changed.
Towards our foe. Many have reached this far. Further, in fact. I do not know if you have what it takes to do better than they did.
Same with this one, I assume. Oh, nice. 15% instead of 5. And a shop. Okay. See what the shop's got. Probably nothing I care about, but Let's take a crack anyway. I guess they also heal you if you want to. Oh, so these were in my deck, so they're these are some of the options from the deck for things I can buy. Okay. But I only have 10 gold, so I guess I'll just have to get good at the combat.
Were you hoping this was the end? No. Another floor awaits. Good. Now all you need to do is find and kill the Jack of Skulls, and we can progress.
In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Mages sell only specific items that they've discovered in faraway lands. Their prices can be high, but they also pay well for anything that catches their interest. Might as well. I can't buy anything, but maybe he wants something of mine. Evidently not. A bandit attack. Okay. The King of Dust isn't happy about you killing his men. But I killed the King of Dust. Yeah, this is bad. I'm starting to get the hang of it, but it's bad. It's also actually a little too forgiving. It didn't punish me for blocking early there. It let me cancel my block and reblock. So you can just hammer. It looks like you can probably just hammer Y to have a guaranteed block. Among the bodies, you find a scrap of parchment with a rough description of you, plus an offer of a reward from the King of Dust. Health potion. Okay. Winding trail.
An ambush. Hardly fair, is it?
Weapons bristle from the trees around you. Their wielders' faces obscured by undergrowth. Give us all your gold or die. Yeah, fuck you. I don't even want my gold, but fuck you on principle. Jesus, calm down, controller. I know you're excited, but... Hold up. Nice. Cool.
Shield for the marathon, not the sprint.
Okay. Okay.
You can always review your cards here.
Oh, this is actually not what I wanted to do, but this is interesting. They didn't show me this before. Oh, I don't like... So this is controlled analog. It's not a... You don't switch through... You don't flip through them. And it's kind of twitchy. Also, the texture on the lighting, like the shadow, is very low poly on that that gold plate behind the character. Kind of wonky. Might be a setting, but let's see. What was I gonna change? I don't even remember. Oh, spider. I can turn the spider off. Fuck off, spider. I appreciate that they have that. And you can change the attack indicators. Okay. I honestly don't even remember what I was going to do. Oh, actually, out of curiosity, they also have a voiceover in Chinese. Oh, God. German, French, looks like Russian, Japanese, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese. This is Chinese, I think. Korean. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Yeah, anyway. Interesting. I believe this is a fairly small game, although I do think it ended up getting a release on consoles. But I think it was originally a fairly small game, so having all that that localization is surprising, especially since this is so text heavy. Okay. Okay, everything's already up on the... What was I gonna change? Whatever it was, it appears not to exist. Is it a controls thing? I also forgot that I can... these fucking dynamic menus are awful. Don't do this. Oh, vibration, that's what it was. Okay. Alright. I'm hoping to play to the end of the Jack of Skulls or whatever. Cloak Devil appears in your path. I'm here to test your might, so-called hero. Choose your foe. I actually don't know what the little ribbon means. Let's go for it.
More skeletons for you to deal with.
Well, that was inconsequential. Excellent, the devil cries. You have passed my cunning test. Have some treasure. Perhaps the next time our paths cross, I will kill you myself.
One of my cards. A small benefit. I will not be so graceful for long.
Okay. Cool. I'm also kind of curious about the meta-narrative here. What, who is this dude? Why are we playing this game with him? What is this, like, church-looking place that we're in? Alright.
The undead. Of all the players in the game, these are the most dangerous.
Why?
Yet in no natural form. A wrongness, an error, cheating.
The subtitles there were a little wonky. Jack of Skulls. This tenacious undead is unusually difficult to lay to rest. In addition to sheer strength, this skeleton has the power to revive recently defeated skeletons in its close vicinity. My holy mace should dispatch them, right? Permanently? Or does he not give a shit about that either? I guess we'll find out. He doesn't look all that intimidating.
Shots from rifles cannot be collected.
Oh, what? There are rifles? What? That's bullshit. Did you see that guy freaking out? Jesus, that is super unfair. shit. Oh, I should have done the other thing. Oh, is that him reviving them? Okay. Well, that was sort of inconsequential. Alright, the combat, at least thus far, is not that hard. It's just not very good.
Well done. Well done indeed.
If this had like a strategy RPG combat instead, that would be awesome. I would love that. Actually, if this had been... If they had had the wherewithal to build this with combat similar to Darkest Dungeon, they probably... Oh man, that would have been a great game. They would have... Well, I mean, obviously this came out before Darkest Dungeon, but that would have been a really good choice. The Murder at Sea DLC has... Ah, fuck off. Do not... If you... The letters D, L, and C should not go together in any fashion inside the content of your game. That is immersion breaking in the absolute worst way. Fuck right off, even if it's not microtransactions. I like the design, the art for the goblins in this game. They look spooky in all the right ways. So I'm getting rewards for pretty much everything I completed, so presumably if I had failed at the end, I still would have gotten the rewards up until that point. Cool. Some stuff. Not tonight, although, hey, there's more enemies down that hallway. What is with these statues? Well, this is interesting. I'm not really sure. I don't think I'm going to play any more of this, which is a shame, because I actually really like it. But that combat is so... It's so nothing, it's so garbage. It really does damage to the rest of the game. Now I understand that they're coming out with a sequel to this in the foreseeable future. Hopefully they took some, they took the audience response into account. Obviously, if they're making a second one, it must have done had some level of success and enough of a following to warrant making a sequel. I don't know. I like this like dungeon crawly type stuff, especially with this like spooky "what are you buying" narrator. Kind of fun. But that combat is so lackluster that it really just besmirches the rest of the thing. Really a shame. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching yet another episode of 52 and 52. I've been the Social Solipsist, and I will see you guys next time.